Beautiful souls, and welcome back. A happy full moon in Aries. It's either today or tomorrow, depending on which time zone you live in, or should I say which hemisphere. But a lot of different energies coming up at the moment. A lot to do with roots, whether it's like roots in your stability, roots in your environment, roots in the core beliefs and issues that are affecting you at this moment, and a lot of letting go of what no longer serves us, so that we can fully step into our life, our journey, our own skin that is in alignment with ourselves. It's been quite harsh at the moment. I know that we are going through like a collective dark night of the soul, a lot of anxiety, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of lucid dreaming, and a lot of inner work and subconscious work to be done while we're sleeping. But moving on, today I am bringing to you a meet the cards sort of video, because I've seen a lot of reviews happening on YouTube and online, and I kind of thought, well, I can't wait to unbox my cards and get to know them and infuse my energy with it, like with them and their energy with me, and to do readings with them. So I thought, well, instead of a review, let's do meet the cards, because then we've got time to get to know them. And yeah, there's two parts to this that I want to bring to you today. The cards that I am bringing to you to meet, sorry, should I say, are the Work Your Light Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. These I got for my birthday last year, and I was so excited to get them that I knew they were in a post van that had just tried to be delivered, and I went, you know what, I'm just going to ask the person. So I asked, did you by any chance try to deliver to this address? And they said yes. I had to confirm that it was my address at the time, and boom, I got these, and I was so excited and happy that I ran all the way home without even listening to music, which is a big deal for me. So these cards and I have a very, very, very strong bond. They tell me off when I don't use them in card readings. I do want to say as well that after I bring the deck to you to meet, I'm going to do a couple of cards at the end to see what they say. But the second part of this is Light is the New Black book by Rebecca Campbell as well. They work so well together, they go hand in hand. Should I say. There was a time when I wasn't practicing the cards and I wasn't using them. I know, we were sad. But I found this book. Now, I'd seen this online and I was like, do you know what, I need to get that sometime. And I was walking past, I think it was Waterstones or Eason's, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to go in and look. Just going to go in and look just to see what there is. If it's here, it's here. And it was. And so I bought it that day and brought it home, and I swear, this helps so much. There's a couple of like lovely little pieces that Rebecca says at the start. It says, let nothing dim the light that shines within, and that is so important. There's a lovely little, I don't know if it's a poem, but it's called Rise Sister Rise, and it is just absolutely beautiful, especially for what you're going through at the moment. You can read it bit by bit. You can also just, like, for example, flick to a page. Be the lighthouse, not the electricity. Lighthouses don't go running all over an island looking for boats to save. They just stand there shining, and that is so important as well. So yes, you can read it from front to back. You can just go to the different parts that you need, or you can also go to the index and see what chapter calls to you the most. And now for the Work Your Light cards. So the artwork is absolutely beautiful. So when we open the cards, we have this. You are the Oracle, which I absolutely adore. As always, you have your little information book on the cards, but also there's some lovely little affirmations and exercises to do that help you work with your soul. So the point of these cards is to allow us to work with our soul, and as it says on the book, to answer your soul's calling and work in your light, which a lot of people do and they don't even realize it, and it is so needed in this world at the moment. And yeah, it's just a lovely book, and you have the information for the cards. So the cards are actually split into 5 different suits. The first suit are confirmation cards. So this is like, they give clear black and white answers for our questions. The second suit is, are inquiry cards. Suit 3 are action cards. Suit 4 are activation cards. And suit 5 are transmission cards. So there's a lot of stuff in these cards, but they're absolutely beautiful. There's a couple of spreads as well. This one would be my favorite, the Cosmic Cross spread, because it has 11 cards instead of 10 normally. You have the Decision Maker, your Soul's Calling, Instant Guidance, which is your 1 card spread, Soul Calling, which is 2 cards, and Holy Trinity, which are 3 cards. Now to meet them! Oh! Because I've had these cards for like so long, I actually went and put them all in order to accurately show you, and then that way it's like fresh for like doing the cards at the end. So the first one is the Ever Unfolding Rose. This is a beautiful card. It says, cracked open is happening for you, not to you. And that helped me so much with my life experiences and what was going on in my life at that time. No, wait, postpone, say no. Yes, I love this because in the book it's just 2 pages of yes in capital letters in bold with full stop. So yes, and you're already doing it. Absolutely love this card because we're always stressing about what we need to be doing, but we don't realize we're already doing it, especially when it comes to our mission. Then for the inquiry cards, we have Align Your Life. What is not aligned and needs to change. Answer the Call. What is your soul calling you to do? Very, very important cards and hard ones to answer, but again, these have helped me so much to work with my soul and answer the calling, and they will help as well. And they also work for people that you're giving readings to work with their soul as well and stop seeking outside ourselves and go within. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Which is very important and very much coming up at the moment. The Crumbling. What are you clinging on to? I love how beautiful the artwork is, but it really does invoke pictures, scenes, and answers from your soul. And don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And nurture ourselves, because that's very important. We're always nurturing other people, but we don't realize that we need to fill up our cup. Starseed. What lights you up? And Trust the Niggle. Trust your path. Warrior Woman. Because we are not victims, we are warriors and we are survivors. Moving on to the action cards. Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing and Rewriting the Future, which is what we're doing. Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Deep Replenishment. Retreat, rest and be held. Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives and connect with nature. Very important, especially for this full moon in Aries, for everything that we are releasing and letting go of. Also, I just want to say, it just popped into my head, to keep some protection crystals around you at this moment in time. Could be obsidian, black tourmaline, onyx, anything that is grounding and protecting, normally black in colour, because it's a very highly charged time at this moment. Our ancestors are close and spirit guides, the veil is very, very thin, so it's just good to have protection crystals against any negative forces that might be coming in at this moment in time. The initiation, rite of passage, and crossing the threshold. Very fitting for what I've just said. Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you, because the universe cannot help you unless you first take that step and tell it which direction you wish to go in. Play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. I could totally do that, like the Joker quote, "Why so serious?" And I did, really badly. Don't hold that against me though. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution and expression. Sisterhood of the Rose. Soul family. Take a break. A life's work. Was it a life's work, not season? Get off the treadmill. I love that. Because we're always rushing and trying to get somewhere without realising we just need to take a step back and take a break, refuel, and move forward. Now we're coming into the activation suits, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. I always get really emotional with this card because it really helps put into perspective how beautiful we are. How if we were to add every fingerprint from every person we've been through every lifetime, we couldn't even begin to fathom how beautiful and intricate we are. This card, I absolutely love this card as well. This card haunts me in a good way. I remember, I think it was in January, one of my last podcasts before I moved into a hostel that I had to stay in at that time. I was shuffling the cards and this kept sticking to my hand, even whenever I was like going through the cards and channeling during the podcast. I realized my hand was actually subconsciously sitting on this card. Anna, Grandmother, Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and the divine plan. Absolutely love this card. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Very fitting. Even more so for this period of time, especially if you are also going through your awakening. My soul queen, Hazel Halite, and I are going to be doing a podcast on Wednesday to tackle the topics of what happens during the spiritual journey, shedding the 3D, going up into the 4th day, the 5th day, and the kind of people that we meet, and then talking about our little experiences as well. Not little. I'm from Ireland. I kind of always end up saying we or little, and I don't mean to. My apologies. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Again, very, very fitting for this time. The Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive Hits and Soul Tribe. Again, Soul Family and Soul Tribe coming in. I never know how to pronounce this properly, but Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? That could be physical or inside. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising and you are the oracle. I think it's this card, I'm pretty sure it's this card that says that if it was not for us, then our ancestors and angels and cosmic love and light team could not get the messages down, because we are the channels and we are the bridges. We are the oracle. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. Very, very, very important. Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level and deep healing. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And now we are on to the last suit, which are the transmissions. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Mentakin, longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. And the Pleiades, where I'm from! Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful cards, and I love every single one of them. Now, just to do a couple of not pick a cards, I suppose, but I'll pick a card that needs to be channeled at this moment in time. I will walk through how I always shuffle for the videos and the podcasts. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Our Blessed Lady, Mother Mary, angels, archangels, dragons, fairies, unicorns, my ancestors and my spirit guides, please may I be the channel for what the collective and I most need to know at this time. I affirm that I am only working with and devoted to the energies of love and light only. All frequencies, entities, and beings that are not of love and light are not welcome here. Oop, there we go. Oh, that one's stuck as well. Okay, we've got a couple of messages. I know that everyone shuffles differently. Normally it's cards that jump up like that and fall out that I will go to. Sometimes I just as well like scan, and then if I'm drawn to one, this one. So it's really chop and change. It doesn't matter what's happening. And one more shuffle. Is that all the messages that we need to know? At the bottom of the deck we have, how can you mother yourself? Star Mother. And okay. Oh, this is brilliant. You're gonna totally see why, okay? So remember whenever I said about how the veils are really thin at this moment, the card that came up was the initiation. It's the rite of passage. Crossing the threshold. So what is going on right now is the initiation. Basically, we are coming into our own. I will read from the book actually. I haven't read from the book in a long time, but okay, we'll go for it. Some of the most sacred initiation chambers and temples look scary from the outside, but are breathtakingly beautiful on the inside. This represents the journey that the soul pilgrim is required to take to reach somewhere sacred, but only the initiated can enter. Perhaps that's where you are right now. You're being tested, initiated because you are headed somewhere sacred. Initiations require that we cross the threshold from one world or state of being to the next. We are called to face what scares us and have to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations, like rites of passage, mark the shift from one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, great loss, grief, or devastation. But it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. We take the sacred voyage into more of who we are and who we came here to be. It can be painful and scary, but once we begin the journey, we can be more ourselves than ever before. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon, you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open, and you are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you are closer than you think. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? I'm not going to read for this one because it's pretty self-explanatory, I think. What is your soul calling you to do? What is your passion? Share your voice. Come out of the cave, persecution and expression. So share what it is that your soul wants you to share. Whether it's, again, like for me, doing podcasts, doing YouTube, sharing Reiki, sharing cards, Oracle or Tarot. You could be wanting to be a journalist and talking about something you're very passionate about, such as restaurants and nightlife and makeup, whatever it is that makes you happy when you're doing it. Share your voice and share yourself on that. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic and teacher. I feel drawn to read that one actually. Normally I just go with what I'm drawn to say, but again, if I get drawn to read actually what it says, then I will do. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You're being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You're being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You're being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations, or in the little things like how you dress, to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. Our next card is Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. This card is very self-explanatory. We don't have to do it alone. Once we let go of the people and the places that are no longer for us, the people that are step in, and they are our soul family. Now you're going to understand why I laughed and giggled. Because our next card is Anna, grandmother of Jesus. Thank you. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that is sometimes required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before, that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to mother their children, another's may be to gather women in circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all to remember and surrender to our part of the plan. So for this activation, hold the card on your heart and say, Beloved Anna, thank you for laying the foundations for the divine plan. May the seeds of light within me be revealed, and may I surrender to my part of the divine plan. And our last card is Get Grounded. Again, going back to the Sisterhood of the Rose card, we need to spend more time in nature, especially for this time. I hope you enjoyed meeting the Work Your Light cards, and thank you for being here with me and for being here on this journey. I hope you all have a blessed full moon in Aries and a blessed week ahead. Peace, love, light, and blessings. Namaste.